Hikaru Nakamura here, coming to you live from Europe. I'm gonna do a stream tonight. See what who's online. I saw Mom was doing a stream earlier, so I feel like I'll try and do a stream now at the same time. So I was playing Shigalka a little bit earlier. I don't know if he still is, but let's see. They appear to be playing. I'm definitely gonna try and play one of them. I think that goes without saying. Once they stop playing. So let's see how it goes. All right. So yeah, I think I'm online. I'm online, right, Chris? Yeah.
Oh, sure.
Yeah. Okay. So yeah. All right, you guys. So it looks like I'm online. I'll wait to see who wants to play. Again. Okay. I see Lil 91 Yan wants to play, so I'll play some Bullet. Let's start with Little Bullet. Let's get this off to the usual start. So I'm gonna play some kind of normal setup. See, normal, hippo type setup. Put a bishop on b7. Maybe she'll move the knight. If she's in a deep think, probably she's gonna move the knight. I guess not. I'll play g6. Bishop g7. Gonna play d6. Probably knight d7 and castles. Now let's see what happens. So castles. c5, maybe h5 here, maybe not. Play knight c6. I'll take on g6, maybe h6. Probably not the best move to play h6, because now after f6, I mean, I can kind of just like, I don't know if f6 was a good move, but I can just kind of just play some moves. d4, e5, bishop h3, I'll play rook a e8. If d4, I'll play queen f7. I'm not too worried about d5. It's definitely a move, so a4, now I'm going to take. Probably knight b4, since now with a4, I can go knight b4. Bishop g2, that's a strange move. I'm going to play e5. Be careful with this bishop now on h8, because it could get trapped. Bishop f1, I'm going to go for it. I'm going to play f5. Knight g5, I'll just play queen e7, sidestep it. Now the knight's a little bit loose here on g5. Tick-tock, queen d2. I could take, I mean, I have knight b3 as a threat now. So now I'm going to go knight b3, pick up the rook on a1, or maybe pick up the bishop on c1 actually with this knight here on g5. But now I'll just take the rook. And knight e6, rook c8. If it takes, I think I can just take on d5. Queen a3, now knight c2 to pick up another rook. This has kind of gotten pretty bad for white. Queen a2, I could take the rook, I just don't want to allow any tricks here. So I'll go bishop f6. Probably knight e6, queen f7 or something. Takes. Now let's see. Okay, hg6. Takes. Knight f3, I'll just take the rook. Or take the knight, sorry. Takes. King h8, probably takes. Bishop h6, I assume. Bishop g7. I mean, I'm just up so many pieces here that this should just be winning. There should be a flag coming in a second. I'll throw this in just to win on time. And that should be... Yeah, that was not very good. I don't know if that was laggy or what's going on. Yeah, it was a little bit slow. So, all right. So, I'll pay attention to the comments as well. In the meantime, what's that? So I see Vad Vansky says I look younger. Yeah, I just decided to shave. So ahead of the World Cup, part of the superstition. So I'll stop shaving in a few days and grow out a beard during the World Cup for as long as I'm in it. Hopefully I'll be in it for a month. So we'll see how that goes. At any rate, someone else asked where am I broadcasting from, or streaming from, I should say. And right now I'm actually streaming from Athens, Greece. I'm here for a couple of days, and then from here I'll go to Tbilisi, Georgia. So yeah. So okay. So let's see. So So who else is online right now? Let's take a look. Someone asked, did I win any money on Mayweather? No, I didn't. I didn't actually bet on it. I asked a couple of people I know in Vegas to maybe put some bets in, but by the time the odds came back, I mean, it really wasn't worth it. So I mean, it was something like, I think the last line that I heard maybe an hour and a half, 2 hours before was something like, I think it was put 500 down to win $85, which, I mean, really, is not worth it, you know, considering the fact that something could go wrong. I mean, that's not even 20%. So, so yeah. So let's see. So who's online? All right. Is it being slow? Let's see. I'll reload the screen page. See where everyone is. In the meantime, keep asking the questions. So, yeah. So Fancy Play Syndrome says -375 on Bodog. Yeah, I mean that's about right. Like, yeah, I just didn't see the point in betting on it at the last minute. So anyway, all right. So it looks like everyone's playing at the moment. So again, as I've said many times before, if anyone wants to donate $5, I'll play them a game of Bullet or Blitz. So if you are interested, go ahead and donate. In the meantime, while I wait for a game, let's see. I mean, I guess Amon is still playing against Jagalka, so I'll wait till they're done, and then I'm probably going to challenge one of them. Maybe I'll challenge this Mornar Star 1951, play some 3-minute. Maybe Yakov if he wants to play some Blitz too. I don't know if either of them want to play. Actually, I see Alireza wants to play Bullet, but after that last game where I don't know if it's a connection, but it seemed rather shaky. I'm probably just going to stick to Blitz for now. So let's see. So who else is there? Santo Blue also. I mean, I'll challenge him 3 minutes, see if he wants to play. In the meantime, keep it going. Okay, so here we go. So yeah, so I'm playing Santo Blue. Who is Santo Blue? I see a picture. That looks like the Turkish. Is that Yilmaz? That's one of those Turkish guys. I'm not sure which one. One of the ones who was on the Olympiad team. I've seen the picture, but it's not big enough, and I'm not going to click and go to the page. So I'll just I'll wait till later to figure out who it is. So okay, so far normal. Probably going to do the double fianchetto again. C4. I guess he's going to force me to play C5, and we're going to actually have something relatively theoretical. Knight F6. Probably he'll play D4 here. I'll take. He wants to play D3. So now there are many ways of playing here. I'm just going to play D5. Try to play something interesting, at least. Something a little bit different than normal. So is my stream dropping frames? Is that what someone say that? Is it? Okay, so maybe it's a bit laggy. Let me see if it keeps lagging a bit. If it doesn't pick up, then I'll probably just stop the stream because maybe it's just where I am and the connection's not ideal. If that's the case, then yeah. But hopefully that's not the case. Hopefully I'm still here playing for a bit. So A3, Rook C8. I mean, so far that's a pretty good position that I've gotten here. So Queen A4, I'll play A6. Yeah. I mean, actually, I'm not even at a hotel. I'm using an Airbnb, so really, if it's not my fault if the connection's bad. But yeah, I wanted to stay in a hotel, but it's too expensive here, so I just ended up doing Airbnb for the first time ever, and I'm pretty happy with it. Actually, it's been pretty good. So E6. Let's see. So Bishop G5. I'm gonna play F6. Probably Bishop H6, maybe just back to D2. I mean, I can play G5 here, maybe. I don't know if I want to. I think I'll play something a little bit simpler, Knight E7 with the threat of Knight F5, attacking the Queen and the Bishop. I'm not going to draw many arrows here because I don't want to end up accidentally pre-moving, you know, somehow like play like Knight F5 and just like hang everything. So takes. Again, I'm threatening Knight F5. So Knight D5. Now here I can take with the Queen, maybe. Or the Bishop. I can take with just about anything. I can even play Knight F5, interestingly enough. And I think I'll play Knight F5, just hit the Queen on H4, force him to move somewhere. Although I just allowed Knight F4, maybe. He actually had Knight F4 attacking E6 with a fork, but he didn't see it. So now I think I'll play. I've got to be careful here. If I take with the Bishop E4, and I've got nothing, so I'm gonna have to take with the pawn. Now he's got Bishop H3, which could be kind of annoying, but he doesn't see it, so he plays B4. Now I'm gonna play Queen D6 off for a queen trade. So let's see. So maybe he'll take, or will he play Queen D2? See what he's gonna do here. So he takes on C5. Interesting. So I'm gonna take, and he's gonna take obviously, and he obviously wants to go for Bishop H3. which is a logical move, but I'm not sure it's quite that good since he allowed his pawns to become doubled here on the f file as well. So he's obviously going to take on f5. I'm going to take knight h4 and probably play king f7, and the game will continue. So rook b1. I could take on f3, give him the triplets, and I mean I don't see any reason not to. Kind of don't want to, but I'll do it. I mean I don't see anything better, so I'm going to go c4. He's obviously going to take the knight on f5 now. Maybe he'll play rook b7 first. He's going to take. Now I can play rook c5 or take. I think I'll just take. Keep it simple. So he'll take on f5. Probably rook d1, maybe rook b7. I'm going to play rook d8, try and push this pawn down to d3, d2. I mean, it's a strange position because we've got like 3 on. I mean, he's got triple pawns here. I've got double pawns. Now, I assume I should go d2. And if king e2, maybe rook d4, probably just rook d4. Because now I've got a check on e8, and the king on e2 could be weak. He plays rook e3, so now I'm going to go king f7. Now he has no squares on this e file to play with. This still is very drawish, mind you. So I'm going to kind of sit on the position a little bit here. I'm going to push this pawn down to a4 maybe. I'm not sure yet if I'm going to do that. I'm going to play h5 now. Try to slowly improve the position here. So rook d5. Now I'm threatening checkmate in 1 with rook e7. So he has to retreat. Play h4. h3. Now I'm going to go back to d4. King e3. Or no, he's going to play rook b3. Now I can take... Again, I can play a4 possibly. I think I will play a4 in fact, and see if I can do anything here. So I'm going to retreat the rook back, drop it back. Now play for rook e7 maybe. Plays rook e3. Now moment of truth is coming. I'm going to have to start blitzing very soon. d6. Play rook d5. Oh, actually, what I want to do, sorry, is I want to reset my rooks. So I'm going to reset the rooks on the right squares, which is d5 and d6. And then I'm going to try to bring my king over. So that's the first order of business. I'm going to play rook d4. Maybe now rook d5. And he's got to go king e2 again. So now I'm going to play king d8 and try. I want to get my king over to like the b file if I can. I don't know if that's realistic or not. So yeah, now I'm going to go king c7. I'm going to go king a6. Now I have king d1. I have rook e6, I guess. So let's see. Can I maybe somehow swing my king in? So now he's going to take, obviously. Or not. He's going to go that way. Interesting. Now probably he'll play rook b1 again. Let's see if I can flag him. Because here, with these 3 pawns, even if he picks up my f pawns, it's not actually a big deal. So although I kind of have bungled this very slightly. I mean, maybe this was the wrong way to play this. Let's see what he's got. So let's see. So king g4, king b4, f4, king b3, a2. He's gonna go. And I mean, yeah, this is obviously a draw, but I'm gonna flag him obviously. And yeah, all right. So that was not ideal. Again, it seems like there was some lag. So not great, but you know, whatever. That's how it goes. So can't always have a good connection everywhere in the world. So g6 e4. I suspect I probably was winning that if I had play that slightly differently. But again, I didn't really have a whole lot of time, and that's how it goes. Knight d7, I'll play e5, probably knight e8, I assume. I'll play rook e1. Knight c7, I'm going to play h4, knight f1, h5, standard like King's Indian attack style. Although here I want to solidify the center first, like make this long pawn chain. So c3, probably takes. So he plays b6. Now I'm going to go knight f1. The problem here for black is this knight on e6 looks nice, but f6 is very hard to play with this knight here. And also, you can't really put pressure on the center here. Like, you can't put pressure on this very long pawn chain from b2 to e5. So he plays that. So he plays rook c8. Now I can take. I think I will take. If fg, I have bishop h3. So he plays h3. I'm going to go bishop h3 anyway. Try to put some pressure along this long diagonal now. So he takes. Now I have an interesting decision here. I think I'm going to take on d4. I don't know if it's the best way to play, but now this bishop on g7 is really hemmed in, and this pawn structure can't be attacked. He can't attack this pawn on d4 because he doesn't have a c-pawn. So, I mean, black is still kind of okay here, but there are problems. There are some very serious technical issues here. Like, I also have knight g5 hitting e6 potentially. So, bishop a6. Now, I think knight g5 is in order. Yeah, knight g5 looks like a good move here. So queen c6. Now I'm going to play f4 to further solidify this, this big center that I have here. Just also to avoid any sacks on e5 as well. So knight f8. Now I'm going to play bishop b4, hit this pawn on e7. So rook d7. I'm going to play rook c1. Probably the queen b5. I don't know. Maybe not. But yeah, he plays queen b5 as expected. So takes. I'll play bishop a3 here. Just keep the bishop safe at home here on a3 attacking e7. Play queen d2. And now, okay, he plays rook c7. I could play rook c1, I suppose. In fact, I don't see a good reason not to. Although he does have queen d3 actually. I got to be, or queen d3. I can take queen d1. And I'm fine, but it's a little bit shaky, But the problem here for black is e7 is also extremely weak long term, so black actually has real problems here. So queen d7, so I'll take. Play queen c3, offer an exchange, because again, this pawn on e7 is so weak that he's going to have to keep queens on the board. And actually, now I can maybe just go queen b4 even. And how does he protect the pawn on e7? So he plays bishop h6, so I'll take. I'm sure he'll take here probably. Bishop g5, or yeah, he does play bishop g5, I'll take. So I'm up a pawn here, opposite color bishops. Black has decent drawing chances, I would say. Not great, but decent. So he finds knight b8, so now I'm going to have to retreat the bishop all the way back to c3 to protect d4. But everything's pretty solid here. All my pawns are on dark squares, they can't be attacked by this bishop. So a5, I'll play... He wants to play b5. He wants to play b5, b4. So, I mean, I'm going to play b4 now. I don't know if he'll take or play a4. I mean, probably objectively, this is close to a draw just because of the way the pawns are. But you know, never say never. Knight e7, I'll play knight g4. I'm going to go knight f6, make the pre-move. Maybe try to get a knight to d7 and c5. So, whoops, I guess I undid that pre-move. G5, interesting. Free pawn, I'm going to take it. Bishop d2. I mean, I have a feeling this might not be a draw anymore, because g5 felt very wrong. Like, I thought black could have just sat back and waited. Whereas now, there are some issues here. So bishop c2, I'm going to play... Okay, so he's threatening to take on g5, right? So I'm going to play knight e8, threaten knight c7. Attacking both these pawns here. So knight c7. So bishop f5, I'll take the pawn. Now I've got this passed b pawn that can run down the board. So I should be winning here. I'll play knight d6. And again, this b pawn is just going right down the board in a hurry. So bishop g6, I'll play b5. And probably this is already just lost, because now I'm going to go bishop c7, and I'm just going to escort the pawn right to b8. And to make matters worse for black, also my pawns are on dark squares, so his bishop is basically useless. The bishop here can't attack any of my pawns. So he resigns. Okay, let's see next game. e4. I'll stick to the pattern, just playing stuff. So bishop d3, e6. See what he wants to do. So queen e2. I'll play g6. Knight f3, or okay, play c3. I'll play bishop g7. Knight f3, knight e7. Probably he'll castle d6. Pretty standard. Just gonna go h6, g5 probably, like I always do in this line. Plays a4. I'll play a6 just to stop him from getting his pawn to a5 and a6. I'll go g5. Knight f1. I'll play knight g6. If he goes knight g3, maybe I have g4. So it's a little bit. So he does go knight g3. So I'm gonna go g4. Knight d2. I can play knight f4. Maybe I'll just play knight d2 h5 probably. Just try to put pressure on this knight on g3. So knight c4. If I play h4, he probably has knight f5. So I've got to be a little bit careful. So I think I'll play something. I think I'll just play knight d7. I'll give him knight f5 if he really wants it here. I mean, but I'm bringing my knight closer to the play, so more into the game at least. So let's see what he wants to do here. So again, if you guys have questions, keep them coming. I'll be here for a while. Definitely going to play for quite a bit tonight. That's my plan, at least, since this is going to be my last stream for quite a while. Hopefully, assuming that I do well in the World Cup. So bishop c2. I will, if I play h4, is he really going to go knight f5? He doesn't have to go knight f5. So I'm going to play queen e7. Just develop. Put the queen here. Maybe give myself castle's idea, something like that. Seems like a reasonable try at any rate. So we'll see what he wants to do. So yeah. All right, bishop d2. So now, I mean, I really want to play h4, h3 now, but who cares? I'm just going to go for it. Even if it's probably bad, I'm going to go for it. So he's going to go g3. I'm going to go knight f6. Now e4 is weak also. So he has e5 here maybe, then bishop f3. Or actually e5 if I take... I forgot that he had bishop takes g6 here. But bishop g6, maybe I have bishop f3. Okay, so he just takes. But actually knight d7 now I hang g6. Okay, this might not turn out very well. So he's going to take on g6 obviously. Or no, he's going to take on g4. What am I missing? If I just take and knight takes e5 and I have knight f3 with the discovery on everything. I mean, I could be missing something here, but I don't feel like I am. I feel like maybe he just missed knight f3 takes e1, because everything is just kind of falling. I mean, this is just like, I mean, everything. So he plays rook e5, but now I just take, and I'm just up a clean exchange here. So bishop e4. Castles would be a bad move. That would give him everything he wants. F5, queen g6. I mean, I guess I can play c5 or c6. c5 looks like the right move just to protect the bishop with the queen. c6 was also probably fine. But I kind of want to keep this long diagonal open, this h1a diagonal, rather than close it. Now he plays a5. I think I might just castle. Yeah, why not? Just castle, get the king out of the center. Now I'm threatening f5 as well. Like, there are all kinds of threats. So, and if he takes, I just take back, and then I'm threatening mate on g2. So let's see what he wants to do. So So anyway, again, I don't see many questions. I guess everyone's just watching. Oh, right, so he played rook e1. I kind of have to pay attention to the game. So if I play b5, that's a move. Rook g8's a move. I think b5 makes sense. Just, again, I'm threatening, I'll just take with the queen and mate him on g2. So he plays queen f3. Now I'll just, if I play bishop b8, is bishop g5 actually a threat? Maybe is. I'll just play f6, protect the bishop, solidify it here in the center. Now he can't do anything against, and probably next move I'm going to take on e4 and play like queen b7, I think. I'll just play this. Even though I'm giving up this pawn here on c5, I feel like it's more important just to get queens off the board. And I have this pawn on h3, which is very valuable because he could have big problems in this endgame long term. I'll just play bishop d6. Probably he'll take. If bishop d4, I'll just play e5, and he's going to have problems because if he takes, I have rook e8. Like bishop e5, rook e8 is a big problem. And now on bishop e3, I'm going to play like rook f8, and this is getting pretty ugly in a hurry. So let's see what he's going to do. Actually, you know, I'm just looking at this picture now. I'm realizing, is this guy Turkish or is this guy Indian? I think I played this guy in the World Blitz and Rapid, if I'm not mistaken. I feel like I played this guy, actually. The face is coming back to me now. So rook e2. This just blunders rook f2 and bishop c5, and it's just like all over. So, okay. Let's see, next game, I'll play b3, bishop b2. See what he wants to do. g3, I'll play bishop g2. Probably I'm just going to play the same kind of setup, e3 knight e2 or e3 d3. One of the two, probably d3. And I'm going to play knight e2. Probably he'll castle. Bishop e6, so he's going to play like queen d7 probably. Or h5, yeah, so h3, because now if he plays h4, then I have g4. a5, I'll play a4. Now I mean, it's a question of b4 and c4, like, which square is more useful? Because now also I can go knight c3 and knight b5, because with this pawn a5, he never has a6 to kick the knight, so I get this really nice outpost here on b5. So he plays rook d8. Knight b5 obviously wants to put the bishop on b8. Now I have a choice. I can play bishop a3. I can also just, I mean, c4 is too extravagant. I think I'll just play knight f3 now. Maybe put a knight on g5, because again, he's put his pawns on a5 and h5, so he's opened up these b5 and this g5 square. So we'll see. All right. Did I miss something? Did I not hear anything? One second, sorry. Let's see, okay, so, okay, so, alright, so he plays d4, so knight g5, I can play knight g5, I can play e4, if knight g5, def, e4 might be a slight problem. I don't really want to play e4, but I don't think I really have a choice, so I'm going to do it, because now I also get c4, so, I mean, black has really put his pawns on some squares that are not desirable here. So knight h7, now I'll play knight d2, attack the pawn on h5. I mean, basically I want to route this knight to c4. So now he plays h4, I'll play g4. This isn't really what I was hoping for, but knight f8. I could play f4 and gamble. You know, why not? Let's have some fun. I don't want some blocked position where there isn't much play. So I'm going to try and make this interesting. So I'll play knight f3. I'll castle. I mean, I guess he has bishop takes g4 maybe. I just realized he's got something like that. But anyway, he doesn't do it. He does something else. So he plays knight e5. Now bishop f1, or not bishop f1, sorry, bishop c1. I'm going to try and put pressure on this f4 pawn, so he's probably going to take, I would assume. Again, if bishop g4 now, though, I have knight takes e5. So as long as I'm careful about any sacks over here, you know, on g4, h3, I should be doing okay. So let's see. So maybe he'll play knight g4. Okay, so he does go knight g4. So I have to take, obviously. Now I don't really know, because if he takes on g4, I can probably just put my king on h2. I mean, obviously he's got this long diagonal here. He's got this long diagonal b8 to h2, which if he can ever push a pawn, he's in great shape. But I'm not sure he ever can. So it's not completely clear. So he plays knight h4. I guess he wants to go knight g2 maybe or something. I don't know what his idea is, but I'm just gonna play e5. Try and close the diagonal. Make this a bit messier if I can. I mean, I think black's probably okay. Black's probably doing quite well here, but I'm not sure. I'm not sure about that. So I can play e6. Just play queen e2 even, or queen e1 maybe. Yeah, I think I'll just play queen e2 here. Queen e1 might have made more sense just to get out of this pin on the here on g4 e2, but now I'm going to activate my bishop, put it on a3, try to do something along this diagonal. I've got to be very active. Now, like, I guess I could take on d4 possibly. Yeah, why not? I don't know if it's any good, but it doesn't look bad. Because now I've got this nice pin. And now when he moves the king, I can move my knight. Okay, so he takes... his bishop takes e5. Oh, this could be pretty bad, actually. Because this could be really bad. I'm going to have to play d4. Try to cut the bishop's scope off. He's going to move the bishop probably to, like, c7 or something. And, oh, he just wants to take. Okay, now I'll just take and play, I don't know, maybe rook d1? Takes. If g4, I have rook d8. If he doesn't play g4, I just take... Oh, wait, if I take his knight f5. So I'm going to go bishop c1, so that he can't push now because f4 is hanging. Knight f5. I'm going to play rook d5. And now he's got problems because all his pieces are slightly... I mean, his knight and pawns don't coordinate very well, and you know, the knights. So rook f6, but now I've got bishop b2. So knight d4, I guess. Knight d4, I can probably just... Okay, so he plays... Okay, well, if he's gonna... Oh, can I have just taken the knight? Oh, that was very stupid of me. But anyway, let's see what happens. So f5, I'll play bishop e5. Probably knight f7, I assume. I mean, his pawns are on dark squares, so that's one big trump I have here. I'll take on b6, probably g4. Okay, so he's trying to just run his king as close as he can to stop me from queening my a pawn. But I think this should just be winning. I mean, I feel like this has to be winning. Knight g6, king g5, f3. I can take and go king g3 maybe. I don't know if this works. King e4, king f2, and yeah, king f4 I'm going to sack on. I can sack on f3, I think, and now I this pawn just runs straight up the board. So, all right, you guys. So let me know if guys have any questions, or if there are any issues with the stream, just let me know. Obviously, I'll try to correct them in the middle of this. So, okay, so knight c3, I'm going to play c5. Probably he'll play d4, g3. Okay, so we're going to have some kind of repeat of the last game. Probably castles, knight f6. Maybe he'll play d4. Maybe he'll play d3 again. I'm not sure. He plays d3. Play d5. Probably takes. I expect bishop d2. Or, he wants to take. Okay, now I can take both ways. I think I'm just going to take with the queen here. Bishop e3, I'll just castle. And maybe he'll play rook d8, or he's just going to play d4. Now I can take everything and make a very, 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 very boring draw. Can I try to play on for a win somehow? I don't know, like rook d8, dc5, bishop b2. Possible, not ideal, but possible. Knight a6 also is a move. I think I'll play knight a6. I'll try to spice it up. I mean, cd4, bishop d4, bishop d4, queen d4 is just, I mean, just a very boring draw, so I'm going to try and spice it up a little bit here. Probably it's not going to work out very well for me, but why not? So dc5, now I think I want to play bishop takes b2 here. But if I take on b2, then takes rook d1, bishop a2. That looks very wrong somehow. So I'll just take on c5. Let him exchange queens. Probably he'll take on c5, I would assume. Maybe not. Goes rook fd1. I'll play rook a d8 just to get the rook off this h1a diagonal. Now I've also got this diagonal too, so he's got some issues here. But we'll see what happens. All right, so Room 2K writes audio and video quality is good. That's very good to hear actually, because again, as I've already mentioned a few times on this stream, I'm not actually at home, so there is a chance quality could be bad. So all right, so I play knight e4. Basically, I want to take. He wanted to exchange and play knight c6. I don't want him to play knight c6, but now, do I actually care that much? I don't think so. I'm going to play e6, support the bishop on d5. Now here he plays h4. I'm going to play h5. Pretty even position. So, are donations not showing up on my stream? All right, you guys let me know if the donations aren't showing up on my stream. I'll try to fix that. I might take a short break and see if I can figure that out. Because yeah, I'm not hearing anything at all in regards to donations. So okay, so donations are not showing up. So okay, all right, give me I think after this game I'll take a short break and see what's going on as far as why that is. Sorry about that, you guys. So I've kind of messed up the game in the meantime too. I've really made a mess out of this now with I've made all my pieces very passive for absolutely no good reason. So let's see what I can do here. So I'm gonna play knight e7, probably rook e8, knight c6 maybe. I don't know if I mean I've really made a mess out of this, like a very serious mess. So I'm gonna have to come up with some swindle magic here. So rook a7, knight c6, bishop e5, f6. I mean, he's going to win a pawn that way too, but that way he's going to have a bad bishop against a good knight if he plays it. So that's kind of what I'm hoping he'll do. But yeah, I wasn't expecting him to do that because the two bishops here are so nice. So rook c7, I'm going to play e5. If he wants to take, I'll take f4 and hope. If he moves the bishop, probably I'll play knight d4 or b4. I'm not sure which one yet. So he does take. Interesting. So he takes. Now not all is lost because he takes. I can take on g3, but I'm going to play bishop c5. Not all is lost now. I mean, I suspect that I should have some drawing chances here. It's not to say that this is a draw, but there should be some drawing chances. Especially with the fact that it's opposite color bishops too. So I'm going to play bishop e1. I'm going to try to avoid forcing a rook exchange as long as I can, just to keep open the chance of maybe, you know, winning on time or something like that. I actually had rook d4 there, which I missed, but now I'm threatening bishop g3. Now I'll play rook d4, hitting the two pawns. Probably rook a3. Yeah, it's a good move. I'll play bishop a5. I assume he'll take on h4, king g4, rook d2 is pretty good. Now I'm hitting the pawn and the bishop again. So now I definitely shouldn't lose this game. Whether I can flag him is another question, but we'll see. We'll see what I can do here. So king takes h4. Play rook f2. If king g3, I want to go like bishop e1 or something. Actually, bishop e1, rook a1 was a bit of an issue. So rook d3. I'll check him. Play rook f2. I want to play like bishop d2 if I can get it. Maybe I'm not going to get it. In fact, now I'm just going to have to try and flag him again. Very unfortunate. And again, now I just actually just threw it all away for no good reason. So let's see if I can somehow see if I can somehow. F6, but I got oh, he's got check. Shoot. And now. Yeah, unfortunately. Yeah, and it's too little, unfortunately. So yeah. Yeah, that was unfortunate. Yeah, I should have just made a draw. Could have just exchanged the rooks, trying to win on time. It happens. Okay, so what to do? Okay. Bishop c5. I'll castle. Oh right, I think I said I would stop after this. Yeah. Okay. Let me play 3 more, and then I'll get back over 29, and then I'll figure out what's going on here. Because really, they should be showing up. I don't know why they aren't. The donations, that is. Have to figure that out. Bishop e7. I'll just take and play knight d5. So knight d5. See what he wants. d6. Play knight d2. Maybe play for f4. Do something over here on the king side if I get the opportunity. I mean, I'm just gonna play g3. Bishop e6. I'll play f4. Probably takes. Bishop h4 maybe, something like that. Bishop f6. That looks weird. I can play f5. Yeah, I think I'll just play f5. Now takes. Bishop b2, rook b1 probably. Bishop d4, king h1. And let's see, so rook b8. Now I'm going to play knight f3 because I really want to put something on the g file and mate him. So knight f3, probably bishop f6 now. Why not play d4? Because knight e7, I'll just retreat with the bishop. And also this bishop is really good too. Like, it's got this really nice diagonal. So king g8, king h8. Sorry, I think I'll just play c3 here. Let's see what he wants to do. Maybe like knight queen e7. Queen e7. Now I'll just play like queen d3 and play like rook e1 and try to push e5, e6, e5, f6. Some combination of these two, and we'll see what he wants to do. So rook e8. I'll play rook e1. Queen d7. I'm gonna play rook g1 here. It's time to start putting pressure over here on this g7 h6 if I can. Not that I can, but I'm gonna try at least. So plays knight a5. Now he really wants to play c6, so I can play e5 here. And e5 actually looks pretty good, I think, unless I'm missing something, which I don't seem to be. So takes. Now, where can he move his bishop? Bishop e7 is going to allow like e6 or f6. Bishop g5, I can maybe just sack the rook on g5. Okay, so he plays c6. I'm just going to take. He's going to take on d5, I assume. I'll take with check. King g8. Probably I'll play queen. I'll take and I'll play knight e5. Or f6. Knight e5, f6, knight d7, rook e1. Q1, king g7, check. King g check. King, rook c7. Looks pretty good. I don't know if it's winning, but I might as well try it. So he's going to have to play f6 here. And actually, f6, knight d7, rook e1, I can just take because his rook will be under attack on b8. So knight d7, probably rook e1, rook d8, rook e7, and I think he's just busted completely here. So rook c8, rook e7, and now I guess he has rook c6 maybe, but I think I can now go like knight f8. Knight f8's one move, but actually he's not threatening anything. And his knight is kind of boxed out, so I could play knight f8. I could also just play like king g2, king g3. But knight c4, king... No, I don't really like it, so I'm going to play knight f8. And I figure somehow I've got to be winning. If I can make his pieces passive, then... I mean, like knight e6. Knight d6, I'll play like rook d7, and now I can take... I don't know, though. I don't, somehow this has gotten weird. So I'm going to play knight f4, attack the pawn. Now I've got two squares to mate him from, d5 and h5. I'm not sure he can cover them both. And knight h5 is important, because knight h5 will also control the pawn on... knight h5 also controls the pawn. So now if he plays rook c6, I have rook e8, and the knight controls the pawn. And it's mate in two. So alright, let's see. I'll play something different this time. Like knight b6, d6, play an Aliekin, something more off the beaten path this game. So bishop d3, I'll play g6. Probably takes, or castles, bishop g7. So rook e1, I'll just castle. h3, I'll play knight c6. Now probably he'll take on d6, or he'll play c3. Okay, plays knight c3, but now I can take and go knight b4, I think. Or knight d4 also, but I like knight b4, just playing to exchange pieces here. Because this is an Aliekin, I am slightly cramped here. I've got a little bit less space than white does. So I'll play bishop f5. Probably he'll take, I'll take. Who is this Santo? I know I've played this guy before. Maybe I'll just be, maybe I'll click his profile and take a look in a second. So rook d2, I have bishop h6. I've got knight c4 also, which is really nice. But I'm just going to play rook d8. Keep it simple. Play e6. Create a weakness here. Now he hung a pawn or he did not. No, he's playing well. So if I take, he takes, knight c2, rook c1, traps the knight. So that's a nice trick. So I'll play knight c6, try to put pressure on his pawn on e5 now. Maybe he'll take on d8. I doubt it. I think he'll play rook e2. And I'll play e6, fix this pawn here. So now this pawn is under big pressure here on e5. So I also have the c4 square. It's just like everything's ganging up here on this pawn on e5. So he plays b3. Now I can play h6. Maybe kick the bishop away. I think I will create a square for my king. Force the bishop one square back here to h4. Now he plays bishop h4. Now I think here I'm going to play, if I play knight d4 takes, he has bishop e7, rook e1, bishop c5. Not crazy about it. I'm going to play knight d5. So takes, probably c4. I have knight e5, rook e1, also a reasonable move. I could play a5. I'm going to play b5 just to prevent c4. Rook e3, so he wants to go rook c3, I guess. I'll play rook c8, I think, here. Just protect this pawn here. Just so that rook c3 is not actually a threat. And now I can maybe bring the king over at rook c3. I thought he couldn't do this. Don't I just take? Yeah, I thought he just couldn't do this, so I'll take. Unless he wants to sack. But no, if takes, rook g3, king h7, bishop f6, rook e1, king h2, rook g8. Everything's covered. So rook c6. I'll play bishop d6. Now the bishop is really nice here on d6. I've got the rook in front that controls everything along the d file. So rook a6. I'll play rook d2. And here he can take a7 if he wants to. I'm not sure he will. I suspect he won't take a7, but he might. So he plays c3. So now I'm going to go bishop c5. Try to put pressure on f2. Now the rook on d2 is fantastic. This rook is out of play. If I can ever get a bishop to b6 and just box in his rook, then I'm doing really well. Rook c6. I could take a3, but I don't know if I like it. So I'm just going to play bishop d6. b6, sorry. Now c4, I'll probably just take. Oh, the c4 I could also just play. No, c4, rook d4, bishop f6 is a problem. So c4, I'll just take. I assume he'll take with the rook, but he takes with the pawn, and now I have rook d6. And now I'm doing just fantastically well, because now his rook is trapped. He's gonna have to take on d6. And once he takes on d6, then now c4 is weak. Bishop on h4 is weak. Everything's kind of weak here. Now I think just d5, and now I've just got a completely winning position. So, all right. So I'll play one more, and then I will take a break and try to figure out what exactly is going wrong with the donations, as far as why I'm not seeing them on the stream. So I'm gonna play the same kind of JUCO, something a little bit different. Castles, d3. See what he wants to do. Probably he'll play a6 again like he did last game. I suspect he will. So he plays h6, bishop h4. Bishop e7. I'm going to play bishop g3 this time. Now I'm going to play knight d2. Something very unusual this time. Let's see how he handles it. He plays knight d4 as expected. I'm just going to play a3. Create a square for my bishop in case he plays b5. c5, now I'm going to go knight d5. And now basically I want to put a pawn on c3 and kick this knight here on d4. If I can get that, then I'm very, very happy. So bishop e6. Now this is interesting. Now I could play c3. Yeah, I think I will play c3. Force him to go knight c6. Now I'm just going to play like simple chess. Rook e1. Maybe f4. Maybe not. I'm not. Maybe knight f1, knight e3 also. Yeah, I like this knight f1, knight e3 just to use this, keep this knight on this very beautiful d5 square. Now maybe I have bishop h4 at the right moment also, or f4. I mean, I'm playing for a few things. I'm playing for f4, b4, a4, bishop h4. So, something in this, or d4 possibly too. But he plays knight d7. Now here I could do many things. I think I'm just going to play b4. Try to create some weaknesses over here on the queen side now in the meantime. Queen b8. Now that's a weird move. I don't understand that move. So I'm going to play rook b1. Maybe do something along the b file, prevent this a5 idea. Queen a7. Okay, I don't understand that at all. I'm just going to play, I'll play prophylactic f3, maybe bishop f2. Maybe I can put the bishop on this long diagonal. He plays rook c8, I'll play bishop f2. And now something along this long diagonal. He plays a5, but I think I can just take. And now if he plays queen c5, I play knight c2, and it's game over because his queen is trapped. Or knight c4. So he plays knight c5. He realizes the error. So now I've got some choice. I've got d4, which is interesting. I don't know if d4 is the best. d4, knight d4 looks really attractive, but I'm just going to keep it simple. I'm just going to take the pawn on b5. Rook b8. Now I could play a4. I think I will play a4, in fact. And now it's looking just really, really good. I'm just up a clean pawn here. I've got d4 coming next move. Everything's working out very nicely in this game. So queen d7. Now I have knight b6 here to pick up the exchange. I think it makes sense. So rook b6, I'll play bishop takes e6. Because of rook b6, and I hang this bishop here on a2. So when he takes the knight, I take his bishop first. So he does take. I take the bishop on e6. Now he can't protect his rook with the queen because then this rook on c8 will hang. Like if he moves queen c7, I trade rooks, and then his rook on c8 is hanging. So he takes, I take. And now I'm up in exchange and a pawn as well. So this is, and now rook b5 just to cut him off. Now he can't win this pawn on a4 here because this rook just completely cuts off the threat on a4. And now I resign. So, okay, you guys, so let's see. So I think I'm going to see... let me ask a couple people, see what's going on as far as what the deal is with the donations. Let's try to figure this out. Okay, so let's see. So all right. So what's going on? Yeah, so I don't know what's going on exactly, you guys. Yeah, let me. So someone says open up my Streamlabs. Okay, I'll check that out. That's the first thing, obviously. Let's see what's going on. See if it works now, maybe. Pretty sure it should be showing. Just see. Okay, so yeah, so why is it not showing? Yeah, you guys are absolutely right. So it's not showing. That's very weird. Okay. Not sure why it's not showing. But all right. Actually, since I am on Streamlabs and I do see the actual challenges, so BJH. Okay, I'll send you a message then. So let's see. So first things first, I'm gonna play you guys first. Thanks for the donations to B Handelman. That's the first one. Okay, let me find your name. I'll give you a game now. B Handelman. Sorry. You tell me if you want to play blitz or bullet or what you want to play. That's it's up to you. So let's see. Let me find you. All right. So let's see. What seems to be the issue? All right. So let's see. So B Handelman. Why is it not showing? I'm not actually seeing you online for some reason. Why am I not seeing B Handelman online? Why am I not seeing him? Let me reload the page. So B Handelman. Oh, there you are. Okay, sorry. Yeah. Okay, there we go. Okay. There we go. Okay, 3-0. Challenge sent. Okay, so let's see. Okay, so I'll start with D4. I'll play a semi-real opening this time around to give B Handelman at least some experience. I think it's important. You know, if I'm just playing normal blitz generally, I'll mix it up. I'll play some real openings. Sometimes I'll just play this hippo stuff every game. But you know, if someone donates and they're not exactly a super strong player, it's much better to try and play something reasonably normal so they gain something from the game. It's not just simply something where I just make random moves to win. So at least try to do something. So knight c6 a little bit unusual, but it's a move. So I'll play g3. Castles. I'll play bishop g2. At some point, he probably should exchange. I'm trying to give him a chance to exchange on d2 so he can play something a bit more normal. In the meantime, the other person who donated was is it Sean Simp? What's your Sean Simp? What's your name on Chess.com? So d5. Okay, so this is interesting. So d5. Interesting. So I'll play a3. Now probably he'll take, and I'll pre-move knight b takes d2. So G-Dog16 writes B Handelman is in the military and is married. Well, if that is the case, well, first of all, thank you for your service to our country. You do a great job protecting us, and so we all appreciate it greatly. So queen c2. Now maybe he'll take. Normally when you play bishop b4 in this BOGO Indian, you want to exchange on d2. But so far B Handelman is playing pretty well. So takes. He's got two bishops here. He's got to figure out how to develop this queen side though. That's the big issue here for black in the position. So he plays b6, but unfortunately now I can take on d5. And on queen d5, if e d5, unfortunately now I just drops the knight on c6. So queen c6, bishop f5, knight e5. So let's see, so maybe bishop e6 is a move. Bishop g5. It's very hard. Basically, the problem for black, if I go back to this position after knight b2, is he needs to develop these pieces, and it's very hard. So if he takes on c4, he opens up this long diagonal for my bishop. And so probably it's already a little bit worse for black at that point. But now, I mean, now it's just a clean piece. So it's just a matter of finishing the game. So I'm just gonna try to exchange the queens here since I'm up a whole piece. Bishop e6. I'll trade queens. Play knight c6. Get a knight to this really nice c6 square. Maybe rook d6. Plays rook d6. I'll play rook c1. Try to threaten knight e4. Hitting this bishop and rook. So it's pretty hard. So f5, good move, stops me from playing knight e4. So h4. Bishop h6. I'm going to play knight c4 now. Maybe he'll exchange, maybe he'll move the rook, but again, just trying to exchange pieces here because I am up a knight. d7, knight e5. Probably he'll move the rook to d6. I'm guessing it's the only square where it's still safe, where he's not going to drop it to something. Play knight e7. I'm going to play rook takes c7 next move. So yeah. So rook fd8. I'm going to play d5. Try to make him move the bishop on this diagonal maybe, so that I can get a nice checkmate. So I'm going to take, and actually now he's just like getting mated brutally on f7. So yeah, that was not that was a tough game. But basically in the opening it was supposed to. It's when you check on b4, you're always supposed to exchange the bishops on d2. It's important. So anyway, all right. So again, thank you for the donation, B Handelman. So let's say 650 USCF. Okay, so here he is. I'll play him now since I don't know why the donations aren't showing up. That's really kind of annoying, but I'll make do of it for now. I'll sort it out before my next stream. So d4, knight f6. Play c5. Play something, maybe a Benko, maybe a Blumenfeld, something. If I play e6, no, I'll play e6. I'll just play Benoni or Blumenfeld, one or the other. He plays knight c3 or knight f3. Plays knight c3, it'll be a Benoni. If he plays knight f3, I'm going to go b5 and make it a Blumenfeld. So knight c3. Takes, he should play cd5. So he plays knight d5. I'll just trade knights. So I don't know, is the stream freezing? I saw someone mentioned the stream is freezing. I don't know, is that correct or not? I mean, it seems slightly laggy even on my end, but I could be imagining it. So all right, so I see Esgis. I think that was who it was. Maybe I'm wrong. Maybe yeah, Esgis. Thank you for the donation. You're next in the queue. So I see some of the heavy hitters are back. I see like Dulles is playing Bullet now, so I guess he's back. I played him the last time I did a stream. So yeah, let's see. So anyway, all right. So right. So bishop e2. I'll just play knight d7. Maybe knight f6 or bishop f6. I think I'll put the bishop on f6. Try to keep it somewhat similar to real Benoni. Try to do something on this long diagonal so that he can't develop this bishop. And if he can't play bishop d2 because the b2 pawn hangs, he's going to have some trouble developing this bishop and this rook here on the queen side. So, rook b1, I'm going to play knight e5, offer more exchanges. So yeah, sorry you guys if there are some issues with the stream. Yeah, unfortunately, I mean, I am here in Athens, Greece. I am, yeah, I'm at an Airbnb, so the connection is going to be as good as it's going to be. For the most part, it's been fine, but I mean, maybe because I'm streaming, it's just a slight issue. But such is life. If you guys are okay with it, then I'll keep continuing. So Arcan asked a question: how do you rate your chance against Fabiano in the speed chess? Actually, I didn't know I was playing him next. I haven't been following super closely because the match that I played was, I want to say, already like in June maybe. It was at least like a month and a half ago. So I haven't been following super closely. So I read the article on the Nepo Iranian match, which was pretty close. But in general, I haven't been following because I've been getting ready for the World Cup. I've been traveling, and I think they had like 2 or 3 matches in the last couple of days. So I just haven't been following that closely. So bishop b2, I'll take the rook. Probably he'll take the bishop. I'll take the knight. I'm just going to try to exchange. I have an extra rook for his bishop. So when you have an extra when you have extra material, generally you want to try and exchange. And also, I have 2 rooks, so I need to open up files for my rooks. So I see someone says Fabiano beat up on Yifan pretty badly. Yeah, I mean, I think of the opening matches, the only ones that were probably the only one that I think was really close, barring some huge upset in MVL against Zhang, was probably Nepo against Aroni. That's the only one where I think it was very, very evenly matched. All the other matches, there was a big discrepancy between the 2 players. So he'll take, I'll play rook d8, probably he'll play d6, go for the back ranker, or at least he should. He had d6 and playing for d7, but I would have played rook c6, and it's still losing. But now I'm going to try to open up the c file for my rook. I could take with the pawn, I'll take with the rook here, h3, and now I'm just going to play g6, create a square for my king here, so that d6 is never possible. And now I'm just going to clean up this clean up the queen side. To take this a pawn and then just try and run the a and the b pawns down the board. b3, probably bishop c4, and he resigns. So, all right. So, oh right, sorry. Of course, I forgot. Yeah, as Chessbay just mentioned, Giri So is very close. Yeah, that actually is very true. Yeah, I completely forgot about that match. Yeah, that was actually the closest match by far, because I think that came down to the maybe the very last game. I feel like Giri was up 1, and then he lost the last 2 games. So yeah, that was very close, of course. But yeah, so all right. So who's up next? It's Esgis. Getting tongue tied here. Gis. If you could just in the chat maybe message what your name is, so that I can challenge you. And clone PWN, thank you for the donation as well. Again, sorry that it's not showing up here on my screen. I mean, I'll figure it out. But I do have the other window open, so I am actually seeing when the donations come in. I'll give you guys all a shout out as well as a game. So, alright, so Esgis. Alright, challenge sent. So okay, so I'll play d4 again. Try to play something semi-normal, semi-standard at least. So there's something to be taken away from this game. So c6, I'll play knight c3. Knight f6, I'm just going to take. Play an exchange Slav. This generally is pretty boring, pretty dry. You're supposed to take with the pawn normally, although I myself am not one to talk since I have played knight takes d5 before, because sometimes I get annoyed. If I play a Slav and someone wants to play a boring exchange like cd5, it's like, what's the point? You know, this is online blitz, try to win. But so yeah, so I've done knight d5 as well. It's of course not the correct move, but sometimes it works. G-Dog asks, what flag is that? That looks like the Switzerland flag. That is in fact the Swiss flag. And Switzerland is a great place also. Another one of the countries that I really like here in Europe. Just a fantastic place. I really love playing in Zurich every year. And Zurich, Geneva, a lot of even the small towns are pretty phenomenal. So it's just one of my favorite countries here in Europe. The Gangster 12 says, Naka, why you shave the beard? Yeah, I decided to shave the beard because the World Cup is coming up, and I'm not tremendously superstitious, but at times there are certain things that I do, and one of them is I feel like before a tournament it's like knockout. You know, it's a little bit kind of like the playoffs, I think, in major sports, and I figure I'm gonna shave the day before the event starts and then just grow it out the whole event. So hopefully after 30 days, I'll have a full beard and I'll look like a mon or someone like that. Some kind of some kind of lumberjack. So knight c6. I'm gonna sack. I'm gonna go for this bishop takes h7 sack. He's got to take. He's got to accept the gambit. I assume this is winning. I haven't actually calculated this out to mate or anything, but it looks pretty bad for white, or for black. Sorry. So king g8, queen h5, threatening mate on h7. If he takes, I'll take with the h pawn, and then I'm threatening mate on h8 or h7. So all right. So he took. So I take with the pawn. Now I'm threatening mate on h7, h8. The only way to really stop it is to push the f pawn, but I think it's just going to be checkmate. If he goes queen a5 check, I play b4, and then I'm attacking the queen. I'm still threatening mate on h7, h8. And if he moves the f pawn, I'm just going to go g6. So I go g6, and now h7, h8 are mate, and he can't get out because this pawn just covers this f7 square, and there's no breathing room for the black king here. So he got in his check, the one check at least, one of 3 checks. So I played b4, and now it's just made in a couple moves. So all right, so Rock and Eagle says play some Bond Cloud. Yeah, I mean if you guys if someone wants to make a donation, I'll play the Bond Cloud a couple of games. So I'll do that after I play clone pawn. If you could just write your write the name in the or he actually moved. If you could write the name in the chat so I could that I can find you and play you. And yeah, all right. So okay. So in the meantime, while I wait, let's see who else is online. I feel like there are some there are some strong players. I feel like who are coming online here. So Bortnik is online. Maybe maybe I don't think I've played Bortnik on my streams. So let's see if he wants to play some. Challenge him at 3 minutes. See if he wants to play. I'm not sure if he wants to, but we'll see at any rate. So. So play Chess Bra. I assume that means Amon. I really want to play Bortnik if he's actually going to play, because I haven't played him. I like playing someone different on the stream. But if he's not around, maybe I'll just play this Iranian kid, Alireza Firouzja. I guess I think he's a GM now. He must be a GM surely. quite talented young kid. I think he's like 16, 15, 16 now. Iran seems to be producing some pretty good kids these days. Some strong junior players. So they seem to have a very bright future ahead of them. So all right. So far, pretty kind of boring opening so far. Knight d2, play bishop d6. Maybe he'll play e4, maybe not. He'll play c4. I don't know how I want to play this. I'm just going to castle. He'll take. I'm going to take on d5. So I'll take, and in the meantime, clone pawn, clown. What's it? Clone pawn. If you could just write your name in the chat, and I'll challenge you after this game. G3. I'm gonna play. I could play bishop h3. Play b6. Interesting. Queen e7. More standard. h5. I'm gonna play h5. I'll play something unusual. Try to make it interesting. More interesting than usual. Bishop g2. I'm gonna play h4. Try and weaken this kingside pawn structure. White's pawns around the king. Now I could take. I could play h3. I'm just gonna take. I'm gonna go like bishop g4. Maybe rook e8 or queen e7. And we'll see what he wants to do. And in the meantime, G-Dog says, not caring if you're an isolated pawn. Yeah, an isolated pawn is not the end of the world in most cases, but it is one of the toughest things to understand for amateur players is how to play with an isolated pawn. But here I have more than enough compensation, especially with the slightly weakened king side that white has. So bishop d2, I'm going to play queen f5. I want to swing this queen to h5. Attacking the knight, obviously. He has two choices. He can go to like h4, d4, maybe h2, a little bit passive on h2. I'd expect knight h4 maybe, or knight d4. Not really sure. And in the meantime, yeah, so... Alright, so knight d4, I'm going to go queen h5. What's the next move? Bishop b4. So he's trying to exchange the bishop. So I'm going to play rook d8. So when he exchange, maybe I can swing my rook from d6 to h6. Maybe create some extra mate threats here, you know, like along the h file. Like if I can get knight e4 and rook h6, I mean it's an absolute dream. So let's just see what he wants to do here. Hari Shiva writes, was that Chris Littlejohn? Yes, it actually was. So moving on. That was not Maurice Ashley. Sorry you guys. Sorry to disappoint you guys. So f3, bishop h3, queen c2. So he wants to exchange bishops. So I mean, if I take, he's going to take with the king. So I'm going to play rook e8, put pressure on this e pawn. And maybe if he moves the rook, I'll just retreat the bishop. Maybe. Not sure yet, but I might do that. Because yeah, I mean, I don't really want to retreat the bishop, but I feel like if I exchange, there is some danger that he could take with the king, and then he could maybe attack me on the h file if he gets like a rook h1 with anything going over there. So he goes king f2. It's a strange move. I'm going to play queen g5. Try to put pressure on these pawns. I mean, he can go rook h1, but the knight on f6 covers h7. So we'll see what he wants to do here. He can play. So he goes queen c7. I'm going to play rook b6. Attack the pawn on b2. b3. I'm going to play like rook a6. I mean, I don't really have anything special here, I have to say. But I'm going to play rook c8. Queen f4. I'm going to play queen g6. Plays rook h1, good move. Now, but actually, rook h1, can I play knight g4 or knight e4? G4 takes g5, takes rook f6, knight 5 takes e5. Both moves look interesting, but I don't see a knockout, so I'm just going to play knight h7 and try to stay solid here. So queen h4, I'm going to play rook f6. f4, now I'm going to go bishop g4. Bishop f3, I'll take probably. If he moves the rook, he goes rook d2. Got a lot of options here. I'm just going to play rook d8 though. So knight f3. I could take. I don't really want to take. I want to play rook e8 here. But now did I just allow knight g5? Maybe not. I can still play queen g5 and somehow survive. But this is not really what I want to do. I mean, because now, again, I'm going to basically have to flag him. And this was not... I mean, I don't mind flagging people, but this isn't really what I wanted to do. So bishop h3. Now if I take... I could... So he's threatening bishop takes f5. So bishop e4 seems logical. Knight h7. I'll take. I'll take. Now I take. Bishop e4. I mean, okay, position's even. But, position remains very even, of course, but I mean, he's got no time here, so and now if I'm able to run my king in with like king g4, rook c2, this is going to get really bad for white. Because now my king's coming into f3, and now it's all over. So that wasn't ideal for him. I'll play d4. And let's see, knight f3. E3. Let's play c4 and something. Maybe bishop e2. Something random. Something unusual. And in the meantime, I'll play d5. I'm gonna castle. Probably e6, knight c3. Ah, okay, JK Clarinet. So that's your name. Sorry, I didn't see the chat. Clone Pawn. So yeah, you're up next after this game. Play knight d2. Knight c7, e4. And again, thank you for the donation, JK Clarinet. Play rook e1. Let's see which move white wants, or black wants to play here. So a6, I'm going to go a4. Rook b8. Now I think on rook b8 I'm going to play a5. And basically I'd really like to get a knight to like c4 and b6 if I can. Doesn't look like it quite works here, so I'm just going to play like, I don't know what I'm going to do. I could play knight c4, play h3 maybe. I'm going to play f3 though, just protect the pawn on e4. Knight b5, knight c4, probably he'll take. Could go knight d4 as well. Knight h5 is also a possibility. So knight h5, I'm just going to take on b5. I'm going to play the very ultra aggressive g4. So he takes on c4. So I can take on h5, but I think I'll just take on c4. Knight f6. Now I'm going to play... I think I'll just play g5. Probably knight d7. f4. It's a bit of a double-edged position. Maybe bishop d4 check. Or queen c7. Now I'm going to play rook a2 because I want to get the rook off this long diagonal. I want to maybe play b3 too. So I'm going to go b3. And now I can swing the rook over as well. Although actually, I just realized after rook e8, if I play rook e2, I hang the pawn on a5. So that could be a slight issue. But we'll see. At any rate, we'll see. So what's his next move going to be? So, all right, let's see. And all right, Midnight Fox Dota donated $5 as well. Thank you. Thanks for donation. Again, I don't know why it's not. I really don't know why nothing's showing up in the on the screen, but I'll sort it out before the next one. So, all right. So I have two of you guys up in the queue after this game. Now I don't know. Is he lagging? Is he just deep in the tank? What's going on exactly? And Borko says, will Naka break 3,000 today? No, that's not going to happen tonight. If, you know, when I want to go for 3,000, it's going to require a lot more time, first of all, and it's going to require me being extremely serious and not playing for the fans so much. And right now I kind of would rather just enjoy myself and play for the fans. So knight f8, I'm going to play b4, try to take advantage of this bishop here on d4. He goes queen c8, I'm going to play h3, stop queen g4. Knight d7, now I'm going to go b5. f5, wow, f5. Unfortunately, I think it's a little bit too late, because now I think I can play e5. And now he probably will take on b5, but... Okay, king e7, king g7, I'll play e6. Now he resigns. Okay, so... Okay, so JK Clarinet is first up. Actually, did he want... What kind of game did JK Clarinet want? 3-0, yeah, 3-0, okay. Alright, challenge is on its way. So e4, I'll play Sicilian. Knight 3, d6, d4, I'll take. Play knight f6, probably a6. Play an Idorf, see what he wants to, which line he has prepared. Bishop d3. Oh, someone's trying to play like I play. I actually played this against MVL in the Norway chess event about 2 months ago. So g6, bishop g7. MVL didn't play g6, but this is another setup that is well known. And I think also there was this game, Nepomniachtchi Giri, in this line as well. So it's so knight c6. In fact, I think we're following that game quite possibly. So takes. Maybe like, I think Napo played like queen e1, queen h4, if I remember correctly. So BJH writes, Naka plays more like Amon, less like Hansen. I don't know what that means. Does that mean is that a good thing or a bad thing? I don't know. So b3, that's a strange one. I'm gonna play knight g4. Knight takes e4 maybe as well, but knight g4, play for knight e3. I have queen b6, check. This knight on c3 is on pre. Feels a little bit too loose here for white. Chessbay writes, I'm having Greek chicken with tzatziki, baked potatoes, and green salad. It sounds very good. Having been here in Athens now for a couple of days, I mean, Greek food is just it's amazing stuff. I mean, pretty much everything is just out of this world. And I think anyone who has a chance should definitely come here, take a vacation, see Athens, see the Parthenon, all the Acropolis, and go to some of the islands. It's just a great place. So queen e1. So he protects the knight. Now I have no tricks here on f2. Good move. Very good move, actually. Very good move. I'm going to do something weird. I'm going to play h5. I don't know if this is a good move or a bad move, but I'm going to try and do something a little bit strange. So h3, this is actually what I was hoping you would do. Now I'm going to just, how do I take advantage of this? I'm going to play like queen a5. Probably he'll play bishop b2, maybe bishop d2. I'm not sure which square he's going to. He goes to d2, so I'm going to play bishop d7. This might be a blunder, but I don't see it doesn't look like it's losing outright or on the spot, so I'm going to play it anyway. So now he plays hg4, so he does bite. I'm going to check him on d4. I don't know if this works or not, but... So he goes rook f2. I'm going to take on g4. Try to swing this queen over and checkmate him on h1. I'm also threatening g3 potentially. He plays knight a4, and now I go queen h5. And I guess he's still surviving somehow with king f1, just barely. Maybe rook h1 was stronger, actually. Rook h1 probably was winning. Rook h1 takes queen h5, king g1, g3 was probably winning, I think, but I'm not certain. This somehow is winning, but it's not clean. Although I can just grab the rook, I guess. I mean, I guess I'll just grab the rook. So g3, I think I'll play bishop d4 now. King e2, I'm going to grab a second exchange, try to exchange the queens. And Killer Kaz sent a donation, says, "Hey Hikaru, great stream. Thank you very much for the donation." Killer Kaz. That's a cool nickname. I like that. Although is that supposed to be Kazim, as in Kazim Gulamali, or is that just completely random? All right, so bishop d3. I'll play rook a2 now. b3 is weak. Basically, everything's just kind of loose here for white. So I'll just important not to take a4 because then there would be bishop c6 check. King e4 feels like there should be a mate here somehow. I don't see it right off, but I'm gonna try to find a way to mate him. Like, I don't know, rook d1 maybe, play for f5. But he doesn't have enough time, so kind of irrelevant. So, alright, so let's see, where's Kappa? So, so Midnight Fox Dota said, okay, got it, sorry. So I had the wrong nickname, okay. Alright, so... Alright, so challenge has been sent. And challenge has not been accepted. So maybe he wants to challenge me. Maybe just challenge me, Midnight Dota, since for whatever reason it seems like its challenge isn't going through because it says your formula does not match member's current settings. So maybe challenge me directly. That might be a simpler way. It's possible. I don't know if someone can figure that out. So Penguin says Shan Maruga. I don't know who Shan Maruga is. People are passing the credit card. All right. Okay, so did he challenge me? Midnight Fox. I don't see him. Ah, there it is. Okay, there it is. Whoops. Wrong one. Just clicked the wrong one. So sorry about that. Yeah. Let me. Midnight. There it is. Yeah. And voila. All right, and we're off. So d4. I'll play knight f6. Knight f3. I'm gonna go grab some water. Give me a second. c4, I'll play bishop b4 check. So bishop d2. What will I do? I'll play c5, something a little bit unusual. Different pawn structure will be happening. e3, I'll castle. Bishop d3, d6. Castles, knight c6. So far, relatively normal. I mean, a little bit unusual, but not that unusual. So rook e1. I'm gonna play e5. Play something different. Leonard00 made a donation of $10. Thank you, Leonard, for the donation. Queen d2. I could play e4 here. I think I will. I mean, it's not necessarily the best move. Knight e7 is much more standard, but I want to try and mate this guy quickly with this king here on g1, this pawn on g2. I mean, this king is very open potentially. Probably bishop f1, bishop g2 would make sense to try and help this king, or you can swing the king over, but then there might be knight e5. So bishop e2. I'm going to play queen h4. Should I just hung d6, which was not very good, not very smart of me. Plays king h1. I'm gonna play like queen h6, I guess. I mean, I forgot that I was hanging this pawn on d6. In fact, I'm actually in some trouble here. White's significantly better, but the game continues. So knight e5, f4. That's a good move. Knight g6. So now he does take the pawn on d6. I'll play like bishop f5, try to create some play over here, hopefully. I mean, this is not very good, but one can hope. So I've gotten myself into a very bad position here in this game. Gonna need some errors from my opponent to probably get back into it. So I'm gonna play g6, protect the bishop here on f5. Rook h1, I'll play king h8. Get out of any stuff on this g file here. e4. Now I think I'm going to play f6. Rook g3, bishop e6. And now he's taking quite a bit of time, so I'll play rook e8. So what's with the deep tanks here? So he's really going deep into the tank. So I'll take the pawn. Probably takes. Chess Beast 51 writes, I really hope Naka loses. Good to know, of course, good to know. So rook d3, I'm going to play bishop c8. Maybe do something along this a8, h1 diagonal if I get the opportunity. So I'm going to play like rook g8. Offer an exchange, and then maybe this king becomes really weak on h1. Rook d1. I could play knight d4 maybe. No, it's not any good. So I'll play rook f8. Knight d5. Now, I think here I can take and play knight d4. Maybe. Yeah, I think knight d4. Now he's got problems here. I mean, big problems. So, so yeah, so it says check Streamlabs. All right. Penguin GM1 says, please play me on Chess.com. And Vedic Panda says, for a game. Okay, so Vedic is going to get first dibs on that, and then Penguin's going to get a game as well. Okay, so queen c7, knight takes f3. And I think, is this checkmate or not? I don't know if it is. Or actually, yeah, king g2, just knight h4. And it's checkmate. as the bishop covers h3. So all right, so Vedic Panda. If you could remind me what your name is, Vedic Panda. Okay, so Killer Kaz. Okay, so who? Okay, 1 second. Oh, so Penguin doesn't want to play me. He wants to play Maruga. Okay, so So Vedic, remind me what your name is on Chess.com? Or oh, somehow my battery's super low. 1 second, you guys. All right, there we go. Much better, much better. Okay. Okay, so okay, so Panda Master, then Killer Kaz. Penguin Master 2700. So, okay, where's Killer Kaz in the meantime? Panda Master, not Penguin Master. What am I thinking? Panda Master. There can only be one Penguin Master. So Panda Master? I'm not seeing Panda Master. Where is Panda Master? Am I just blind somehow? Meanwhile, I see in other news, Naroditsky has showed up. It looks like he wants to play me too, but you guys come first. So let's see, where is Panda Master? Not seeing Panda Master. Maybe he could challenge me. Oh, there he is. Okay, so I'll play Panda Master. There we go, Panda Master. Good luck. So e4, I'll play c5. Knight f3, d6, probably d4, I'll take. Knight f6, probably knight c3. I'll play another knight, or I'll make a pre-move e5. Everyone's playing this bishop d3 against me tonight for some reason. I don't know why. Knight d2. I guess everyone feels like playing like Nakamura for some reason. I don't know why, but I'll play g6. Something unusual, something different. See what he wants to do. Castles, bishop g7. Pretty standard so far. a4, I'm going to castle. Play bishop e6 next. Maybe knight c6. I don't know. I'm going to put the knight on e6, c6 or d7, one of the two. Haven't decided yet. I think it depends. With this a4 move, it makes more sense because now there's this b4 square. To go knight c6, knight b4. Now he plays f4. Yeah, now I'm going to go knight c6 for sure. f5, now I'm going to take. Probably he'll take, maybe not. He has bishop g5 also, but bishop g5 f4 probably, or bishop g5 h6. So he takes d5. Now he's got to be careful because now play e4, probably bishop e2. I'm going to go e3. If he takes, then I have d4 with the fork on both the bishop and the knight. If he doesn't, I mean, I'm probably going d4 no matter what he plays, in fact. So let's see. Okay, so I'm not. You guys, the chat's gotten interesting. I'm trying to focus on playing this game here, but the chat definitely has gotten very, very interesting. So d4, knight e4. I mean, I can take. I'm gonna go. I think I'm gonna go knight e5 now. Knight e5. Probably he'll take. I'll take. So bishop e4. I'm gonna play like rook e8 maybe is one move. Bishop d7 is also a move to try and force some exchanges here in the center of the board. I don't know if bishop d7 is a good move as I allowed c3, but it's still rather unclear. So he takes, I'll take on b2. Probably rook b1 maybe, rook b1, knight c4. This bishop here is very important as it stops white from really creating any mating threats. Probably he'll go, I assume he'll go bishop h6. It's a very natural looking move. I think I'm going to play... I'm actually, I am in some trouble here if I'm not careful. So, bishop c6, queen g4, king h8. Why not? Let's see what he has here. So queen g4, king h8. If he takes on f8, I'll go check. Bishop c6 was a good try, but now I have queen d4, an in-between move. And now takes, king h1. Takes, and now bishop f8, rook f8. And now suddenly his pawn on b2 is really good because I've got a3 and d2. I'll go to, I don't have, actually I could play just c5. But knight a3 looks correct. So he's going to have to take on d4. Knight takes b1, probably rook b4. Rook d8. Now he's going to go h4, I assume. Ah, he goes king g1. So now, how to play this? So if I check, and then I check him on d2. King g1. Now I think knight c3 should be winning, right? Check, check, check. Check king g7, check king h6, g4, b1, f6, b1. So all roads lead to Rome. Okay, so next up is Killer Kaz. Killer Kaz. Killer Kaz. Okay, Killer Kaz, 2100, super strong player. Alright, or actually, challenge did not go through again, so I don't know why. It says challenge does not match the member's current settings. I don't know why that is suddenly. It seems like that's happening a lot lately, so if you could challenge me actually directly, Kaz Killer, then that would be helpful. So I'm just gonna play Shan Maruga since I guess Penguin donated for him. I don't know if he did. I'm gonna play some anti-computer chess. Let's see what he does. E5, I'll play g4 now, probably knight g3 next. h6, knight g3. King h7, I'll play c4. d4, I'm just going to play queen e2. Give him an exchange on g2 if he wants it. Queen c6, queen f3. So he takes. I'm just going to take with the knight. Plays rook e8, I'm going to take on d4. Probably he'll take with the e pawn. Now I'm going to go b4. Try to expand here on the queen side. Knight e5, I'll take. Play rook a b1. Try to use this open b file. It's going to open up shortly, so I'll take. Going to play bishop c1 because now I've got this whole open b file. Now I'm not going to put rook b8 with arrows because that might actually turn into an accidental pre-move, and that would not end very well. But here I control the b file completely, so. Knight d7, I'm going to play a4, so if he goes knight b6, I have a5, so he can't cut me off here on, he can't cut the b file. f5, I'll take. Could play bishop f4 here. I don't know if I will. Rook a7 looks pretty, rook b7, sorry, looks pretty good. F4, bishop f4 are both possible. I just feel like rook b7 makes a little bit more sense here. Knight f6. Now here I could take and take, but I think I'm going to play rook b1. Try to keep this b file open as much as I can. And f5 is very weak, and he can't push f4. So there are some significant issues here for black. So he plays knight e8. So now I'm going to go in for the kill with knight f5. Rook e2. Now I have bishop f4, for example, which looks pretty good. I mean, now with this b file completely open, this looks very, very good for me. So knight h4. He's probably going to go king f6, probably. I'll play rook b7. a5. Now I'm going to check him, force the king back. I guess he can play rook e6, but now knight f5. Bishop f8. Now I'm just going to play bishop takes h6. Takes. Probably king g7 or king e7. Now I'm going to check him again. And now I think it's time for Harry to run right up the board to h8. So rook e5. I'm going to play knight g3. And go h5. Now I can just exchange because I mean I've got this h pawn is protected very nicely, and now I can just bring my king up closer to king c7. I'll play rook g6. f5. I'll play king e4. Or did I just accidentally hang f2? King d5, rook f5, king e6, and whatever. Just rook g5 with the idea of rook h5. If I get this rook h5, then he's toast. So I'll take c5. I'll check him on b5. Take this, and now it's just completely winning. Now it's just a matter of technique. Play c5. h4, d4. Now just the pawns roll right up the board very nicely. King c4. b1. Now I'll just play rook b6, force the exchange. And now my king, I can actually even run for the a pawn, but just king e6, and now he can't stop me from queening the pawn. And it's not stalemate because there's the a pawn on the board, so it's just checkmate in one next move. So anyway, moving right along. I'm not really sure what's going on, but anyway. Looks like checkmate in one. I don't know. I mean, maybe is he just gonna run out of time here? So anyway, it looks like Killer Kaz. If you could challenge me, that would be the simplest way for us to play, since I think as of right now, it's not letting me challenge you. So anyway, okay, so Killer Kaz. Let's see, can I maybe challenge you now? No, it's not going through, so, Why is it not going through? Why is my challenge not going through to Killer Kaz? Well, that's unfortunate. So it says Killer Kaz is not going through. Okay, maybe let me see if I can maybe just challenge you unrated. Maybe let's just see if that's possible. Maybe unrated. Let's try that. Killer Kaz. Let's see. Did that go through? No, your challenge does not match the member's current settings. So I don't know if you guys in the chat can maybe help out Killer Cassie. Maybe it's a rating thing. Maybe it's auto set that the maximum rating is lower than than my current rating. I don't know, maybe something like that. Maybe if you guys could help him out here in the chat, since I can't seem to. So, yeah, I can't. I don't actually can't figure out why. It just keeps saying I can't challenge you. So, anyway, in the meantime, while I wait, let's see. Is there anyone else online? Let me send out some challenges in the meantime. By Nolius, maybe. So yeah, you guys just let me know once again if there is something going on. I mean, just let me know, because I can't seem to figure out why I can't challenge Killer Kaz. I mean, maybe it's something in the settings. I'm not sure what's going on. So yeah, let's see. Okay, so is there anyone else interested? See, so Daniel's playing right now. So who's this Buchanek? 2639. Bruchanek. With a Czech flag. Interesting. Okay, this should be interesting. Let's see. Who's Bruchanek? Pretty high rating, Czech guy. Not many Czechs that it could be. I mean, I guess it could be like, it could be Navarra. It could be Lasnička. Maybe Hracek. Not many possibilities. There aren't that many top Czech players, so it should be interesting to see. 92. I'm gonna play d5. Takes. We'll play queen d5. I don't know if it's right, but maybe try to do something along this long diagonal. Should be interesting. So I'll play knight f6. Now, if he castles, I don't know if I want to take or not. I mean, I'm not really sure what I'm doing here, but I'll take. Since he played f3, I'm just going to take on c3. Play knight bd7. c4, queen d6. Oh, oops, he has bishop f4. I just completely blundered that. Not good, not good. But takes. Still looks reasonably okay, though. So bishop g3, I'm going to castle. And we'll see what he wants to do here. So, in the meantime... So someone says it's Voltage Platt. I don't actually know who that is. Strangely enough, I don't think I've heard that name before. I don't know. So I'll play rook e8. Okay, d1. I'm gonna go queen e7. Rook e1, good move. Maybe e4 here, or just c5. I mean, I think I'll just play c5. d5, and now I'll play, like, I think I'm going to go knight f8. Bishop f2, so he wants to put a knight on g3. That much is evident. So I can go knight g6, knight g3, knight h4, or knight g3, knight f4, or just something like knight h5. In fact, I like knight h5 just because knight g3, knight f4. Wow, g4. Wow, aggressive. Knight g3. Now I'm going to play knight g6 because now he's got this f4 square that's very loose. Knight f5. Play queen d7. I can play queen f8. I'm going to go queen f8. Bishop g3. I'm going to play bishop c8. Ooh, he offers a draw. Ooh, what was that? h4. I'm going to play knight f4 now. So probably he'll take, but I'm not sure. Probably is the key word here. So takes, maybe... Because if he takes and I get a pawn to f4, then I'm threatening g6. Like, if I get this pawn here, because then the knight relative to the pawn will become quite weak of g6. Plays bishop f1, so I can play g6. I mean, g6 is interesting. I don't know if I love it, but I'll go for it. Why not? Knight e3. Now I'm going to play h5. Force him to clarify the situation over here on the king side. 5 knight h7. I mean, I really want to go like f6. Probably he'll take, or no, he won't take. He plays queen h2. Now I'm going to play f6. So takes, he's going to take, I'll take. Takes. Maybe I'll take with the king, actually. Yeah, I don't know if taking with the rook was better, but I'm going to take with the king. Yeah, probably taking with the rook was a better choice. Because he would have lost f3. Now f3 is still in play. But try and get a knight to one of these two squares, e5, d6. Because now his passed pawn is blockaded and c4 is weak. Bishop f3, I'll play rook e7. I'm going to double the rooks. And now white's in a lot of trouble here. So rook e2, I'll play bishop a6. Actually, bishop a6 was a bad move, so I just gave him rook g1. Yeah, bishop a6 was not a good move, but because somehow things always seem to work out, I'm still doing quite well. Because rook g6, bishop takes c4 is pretty good now. I mean, this is better than I deserve, considering that I basically blundered, but it's all turning out really, really nicely. Now I'll take king g3. I think I'm going to play rook e4, so that if he takes a knight, I have h4 check. So if he takes a bishop, I go h4, and then I take his rook. And now after check, and now I just pick up the rook. Because he has to move the king, so the rook's free. The rook is not attacked anymore, and then I just pick up the rook. d6, can I just take this knight? Looks like it. Looks like a free knight. Rook e3. I'm just like king e7, and I'm just completely winning. So it's an interesting first game. Play b3. Probably bishop b2 next. d6 e5. Okay, so this guy studied some theory, it looks like. Knight f6, I'll play d4. Probably e4, maybe he'll take. Yeah, it takes. Knight d4. Probably g6, I would assume. Knight e5, interesting. That's interesting. Knight e5, I'll play c4. I'll play bishop e2. Knight c3. c6, castles. Just finished development first. Queen c7, I'm going to play queen c2. Probably rook c1, rook d1. And figure it out from there. Actually, I'll play h3 first, take away g4. And I don't know, I'll put c1 d1 or d1 e1, one of the two. But I think I'll go for d1 e1. So a5, I'm going to play rook fe1. Bishop d7. I could play f4. Not my ideal move. So I'm going to play bishop f1, just retreat and figure it out later, basically. So now I'll go e4. And probably I'll play g3, bishop g2 if I get the opportunity. If I don't, then so be it. But he's really asked me to go for it, so I don't really have a choice. I've got to try and push him back. So now maybe he plays h5, maybe? It's always a possibility. d5 is the classic way of trying to break it up, but I think here it doesn't quite work. Okay, but he's going to go for it anyways. Now the question is here, for d5, I think I'm going to play e5, knight e4. E5 he can take, c4 takes, rook d4, knight b5, cb5, bishop d4. So I could take and then play e5 also. But I don't see any reason to avoid this. So I play e5, knight h5. Now I might take. Yeah, I think I'm going to take because when he takes on g3, I'm going to go d6. I mean, queen f2 is also a possibility. I mean, maybe I'll pre-move d6. Okay, he does just take back. So now I'm going to go queen f2. Protect the pawns. Protect this big pawn chain here. And these knights are a little bit uncomfortable too, like h5 especially, because maybe I can go bishop e2 and attack, or go queen f3 also maybe. Well, a lot of options here. These knights are very uncomfortable at any rate. So bishop c5, standard move. Now bishop e2, I assume he's in trouble. I don't see it. So I'm going to go for it. Bishop e2. I don't actually see why this doesn't just pick up a piece. Okay, so Vedic Panda makes a donation of $5. Let's play Maruga again. Okay, I'll think about that. I thought I just played him once, but okay. So I still am waiting on Killer Kaz, of course. Still waiting on him. So we'll see what he, if he figures out his settings so that we can play. Knight takes f4. I'll take. Probably bishop takes h3. I would assume. So he's trying to set up something here. I mean, I'm going to go king h2, try to push the bishop away. Now I'm going to go like knight a4. And probably bishop a7, I'm going to play like queen g3 or something. So now after queen g3, I'm threatening knight b5. The queen, maybe f5 at some moment, making sure there are no sacks here either. Very important. Now I'm going to play rook c1, push his queen further back. Knight c5, and now basically what's happening is black's just losing ground everywhere, and black is down a piece here for a couple of pawns, so he needs to try and create some counterplay, and it's just not really happening here. So f6, now e6 is possible. I mean, e6 looks pretty strong. Takes f5, and I think, this just looks winning, but I think I'm just picking up a second piece here, basically. He found queen a7. Queen a7, but that doesn't actually change the situation, does it? Because I can just move my rook. Now I'll just take the bishop. And now there are no discoveries anywhere here, so I'm just up 2 clean pieces. So, alright, so I guess I'll play Shan Maruga again. Let's see if he's still here. Still, I have to not forget about Killer Kaz as well. So Killer Kaz is still waiting to play Killer Kaz. All right, so let's see. So I'm gonna play Shan Maruga. Pretty standard hippo setup that I've been playing quite a bit. And it looks like he's playing the exact same setup that he was playing the previous game, except he's playing this here with white. So e3, I'm gonna play. I could play f5. I'll play f5, and he goes h3, so I'm gonna play rook b8, just to prevent any knight g5 nonsense. Play g5 now. h4. Play knight g6. Let's see if he wants to take. So he does take. d5, I can go g4 now, or even e5. This is looking pretty good, so let's see. So g4, e5 is the move that looks correct. e4, so now I could play g4 here maybe. And so now, yeah, I think g4, and then when he moves the knight, I go f4 as well. So this looks really, really bad for white. So f3, I take. If he takes, he gets mated in 1. Okay, that was strange. Okay, so in the meantime, where is Killer Kaz? Killer Kaz. So Killer Kaz, let's see. Are you still around, Killer? Okay, I see 1800. Wait, now I see 1800. Maybe now it works. Oh, what's going on? Your challenge does not match the member's current settings. What is going on here? What is going on here? Okay, so I don't get this. This doesn't make any sense. This is annoying. So Killer Kaz, what's the problem? What is the problem here? What is the problem? Maybe I can challenge him unrated? I mean, this is ridiculous. Unrated? I don't know. Maybe he can try challenging me. I keep getting the your challenge does not match the member's current settings. Is it something? Is it something? It's got to be something with the rating settings. I don't. Let me see. So I'm guessing it's in settings. Probably settings, bottom left hand corner, where I'm highlighting, and you can probably change the maximum rating. I guess. Let me. If you're watching this Killer Cast, I think probably here this fourth button, this rating range, probably just changes these two error or whatever these what is that symbol? I forget what it is, but just change it to these two symbols, and then probably we can play. I assume you just saw that, so probably that's what you need to do. I think that's what you need to do is just change the settings right there, and then I think we can play. I think that's got to be what it is, because I don't know what else it could be. Yeah, I don't know what else it could be, so let's see. It's just not working. Okay, fair enough. So alright, I guess in the meantime, let's see who else is here. So Daniel's here, Sergey Chess is here. Maybe I'll play Sergey Chess. He's pretty serious guy also. Played him in the Blitz challenge as well. See if he wants to play. I guess, yeah, now suddenly my challenges aren't working for anyone, so I don't know what's going on. Michael Q2 D5 maybe. Does he want to play? I guess not. So yeah, let's see. Okay. So yeah, let's see. All right. So in the meantime, let's see. So what else? What else am I missing right now? I'm not seeing the child. I'm not seeing Killer Kaz. This is really annoying. But anyway, okay. So Sergey, my challenge isn't going through to. Michael's Q2D5 is playing. Maybe I'll play Penguin a couple of games. Maybe. That's always an option if he wants to play. So yeah. Okay, so it's Penguin time. Here we go. Rock and roll. Okay, E3. I'm going to play something. Well, let's just see what Penguin wants to play tonight. I'm going to play some different stuff. So B3. Bishop B2. I'll play like Knight F3, I guess. D4. Let's see what he wants to do. So, alright. It's Penguin time. Knight C6. Actually, isn't that supposed to be its hammer time? That's actually the correct phrase. Bishop D3, Bishop D6. I'm gonna play Knight D2. I'll just play something strangely normal. I mean, I guess I'll take and play A3, and we'll play something original, I shall say. Bishop B7, I'll play Queen E2. Probably put the rooks D1, C1, play for B4, C4, or E4. I mean, basically these are the three key squares, and then put rooks on C1, D1, something like that. I mean, it makes the most sense objectively. So let's see. Okay, so see what his next move is going to be. Is Penguin... Am I lagging? Is Penguin lagging? Something going on? Is Penguin lagging? Or, I mean, I don't know what's going on. Oh, he's being really slow, basically. Okay, so I'm going to play E4. Try to open up the center as fast as I can. Plays rook c8. Now I'm going to play rook a d1. basically try and do something along this d file now. Plays queen c7. Now that's strange. Now I can play e5. I can play c4. I mean, there are a lot of different options. I'm going to play c4. If he takes, I'll just play knight c4. Queen f4. What is queen f4 doing? I'm going to play b4, kick this bishop off this diagonal. Bishop f8. Now I can play g3 if I want. I think I will play g3, in fact. Somehow I don't really understand what Penguin is doing here. So queen h6. Knight e5 is possible. Knight e3 maybe. King g2. I mean h4. A lot of different options. But I think here I'm just going to take on f6 and play e5 and do something in the center. So he plays gf6. I'm going to go e5. That's like 40 more. Like fe knight f e5. Okay, he plays rook d8, so I can take on f6 if I want. And I think I do want to take on f6. Bishop e4. Play on this long diagonal. So we'll see what he wants to do here. So bishop e4. See what he wants to play. So h6. Now I have b5, don't I? Just b5, knight a5, knight a5. I don't know if it's the only move, but it makes some sense. Or I can just take on b7, but I think I'm just going to take on a5 and take on e4. Play like I could play I'm just going to play a4. Bishop c5, king g2. So we'll see. I mean, like king g7. Now I've kind of managed to misplay this slightly because I mean I've let him off the hook a little bit. Like I'm gonna go rook c4, try to put something along this fourth rank maybe, like queen e2 and rook g4, rook f4, or rook f4 right away even. Whoa, queen g6, knight e5. No, what is queen g6? Yeah, that was not a good try. So alright, let's see. So is Daniel actually online now? I can't tell if he is. I think he is, so I'm going to play him. Let's see what he wants to do. I'm just going to play something unusual this game. Bishop d7, maybe takes. Let's see, knight f3. Okay, so I'll play bishop c6. A little bit confused. I mean, what exactly is this line? Like, oh, did I just blunder something too? Yeah, I think I just blundered something. Yeah, I just realized as soon as I played it that I blundered it. But anyway, let's see. So bishop g2. So he's going to have to take my queen. Now I can take the rook or the bishop, but neither one is really very, very good here. But I think I'll take the rook. Bishop e5. I'll play like knight c6 and hope kind of, because this is really just terrible. So I guess he's thinking here. I don't know. Is he not? So he just castles. Okay, now that's interesting. So I'm just going to take. I'm going to play like knight d7, I guess. I mean, if I can get castled, I'm doing fine. d5, I can probably just castle. So I'm probably doing okay here. Not great, but probably not lost. Which is really all that matters, because considering that I hung my queen, I mean, that's... So I can play c6, I guess, and d5, I mean, or will he... I think I should just castle. Get my king out of the center, get to a position and just play chess. And actually, I had queen h5 there, which would have been pretty bad for me, but Now I'll play f5. Bishop f3. Now I'll go like, I think I'll play knight b6. And this is turning out reasonably well. It's still much worse for me, obviously. I mean, I'm missing a queen, but it could be a lot worse. So rook d3. I think I'm just going to play like, I'm going to play rook g8. Maybe now try to force him to like play b3 or something to create some weaknesses in his position. So he does go b3, and I'll check. I'll go bishop g7, and now it's improved. It's improved quite a bit now. But it's still a long way to go before I'm back to a position that I should be happy with. Probably bishop f6. Maybe I should have played rook f1, but not a big deal. It's queen b4, so he wants to go a4. He wants to go a4 and something like that. I mean, so if I give him, if he gets a4, a5, I'm in real trouble. So probably rook f1, rook d2, e5 maybe? That could be a try, so why not? And rook d2, I also have bishop g5, but I'm going to go e5 here. Because basically, if I can get this diagonal closed, then the bishop has no scope along this diagonal. And maybe I'm also threatening to just take on d4 too. So it's not so simple here. So queen b5. Now I can take on d4 maybe, or I can just move my rook. Rook e1 looks like a try. Rook e1 takes ed4. Or takes. Maybe I just take and take on f2. Yeah, maybe I just take. Unless I'm missing something obvious here, which I don't think I am. So takes, I can play rook f2 or bishop d4. King moves, rook takes f2. Both ways work. I think I probably should just take on d4 though. And rook d4, rook f2, and I think I'm fine. Takes, queen e8, knight c8. Yeah. And king c2, maybe I have rook a1 also. So yeah, I'm going to go for rook a1 now, and rook d4 takes queen e8, knight c8. So takes, rook a2, king d1, and yeah, I mean maybe, wish I had something better, but I'm not seeing it. So I could just check, I guess, which I think I'll do. Throw in a check. And that was bad. That was a bad idea. Now I'm in trouble, because I kind of misplayed this. So what to do? I'm going to go a5. I'm going to just basically go all in here. Oh, and I just blundered queen e4. Terrible. That's not going to get it done. But actually, wait. Do I have some tricks here? Maybe I still have some tricks in this position. Because I still have some tricks here, maybe. So bishop e4. Alright, bishop e4, bishop e4. I mean, I probably don't. I'm just going to play knight a6 and try to hold this somehow. I mean, and what's going on? I can't really tell. I mean, am I lagging? Is he lagging? And there we go. There we go. And this should just be winning now. I mean, maybe not though. I've kind of what is going on? Was that lag? Really? Really? That was very strange. Alright, you guys. Well, I guess I'm probably going to stop for the night then, I think. I don't know what that was. That was, like, ridiculous. Because I was just, like... That was strange. I guess it was just lag on my end. I mean, that was very weird. 'Cause he was lagging, then I was lagging, then someone was lagging. But that was weird. That was very weird. Anyway, fair enough. Alright, you guys. So, I think I'm going to stop for the night. It's getting pretty late here. So, yeah. So, I guess I will... yeah, I mean, I guess I'll catch up with everyone after the World Cup. But yeah, for now, I mean, that's going to be all until after the World Cup, which hopefully I do quite well. Hopefully I make it all the way. But at any rate, I hope you guys have enjoyed the stream. And until next time, have a good evening. I guess it should be pretty early back in the U.S. So have a good evening, and I'll catch up with everyone next time. So good night.